Class of 2019, your valedictorian, Michael Smoylock.
Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Webster. Principal Gonzalez, administrators, dignitaries, teachers, parents, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2019. I'm honored to speak on your behalf and to represent such a bright and accomplished class. While some students spend high school collecting bright accomplishments, high school is pretty hard. Some of us had 5 exams, 7 exams, but we've worked for our goals and now we're all finally here together. We all share in wearing the same blue gown, holding the same placeholder diploma, and sitting in the same ceremonial hall, graduating together as we're all gathered for a final time. So let me take you back to the first time most of us were gathered. It was in grade 9 in our first assembly. Nervously adjusting to the massively complex school, we were presented with an Earl Haig navigation app. Do you remember that app? It was supposed to comfort us in case we ever got lost in the school's labyrinthine halls. The need for such an app only made the school even more intimidating. In grade 9, the school was large and confusing. We felt relieved. We saw about 3 people from our own middle school in class. But pretty soon, we started getting more involved with the school, making friends, and forming groups with which to eat lunch. Claude Watson students at this time, full disclosure, I'm a collegiate student, had the extra challenge of half a lunch, which was a small price to pay for the creative intellect and the word talented indicated on their report cards. So after coming to school at the regular time on the first day start, we slowly grew accustomed to the culture and life at Haig. But this transition was not without its letdowns. I remember the initial deflating disappointment that our school mascot was not a hawk, nor a wildcat, nor a bear, but a fish. And it wasn't even a cool fish, like a shark. It was the invasive, bottom-feeding carp. But by the end of the year, we grew to love that fish. Carp Day was our annual festival to celebrate that fish. And our enemies learned to fear and revere that fish. That is because Earl Haig would go on to topple other schools at competitions at every turn, sweeping up successes and bringing home the hardware in our holy community of success: the athletics, the academics, and the arts. So starting with this year in athletics, we had the tennis, we had swim, we had swim, volleyball, soccer, track, cross country, dominating as regional champions. We had the tennis, track, golf teams send athletes to OSSA, swim sent 10 athletes to OSSA. And this year, the Dragon Boat team obliterated any competition, winning back-to-back golds and setting a new Haig record for fastest time. In terms of academics, last year we won first place in Canada in the Cyber Titan 2018 cybersecurity competition. This year, we successfully defended that title with another first place national finish. Sent 15 competitors to the international stage in Orlando, Florida. We have a student who achieved first place in the Sir Isaac Newton Physics Contest worldwide. And we have a student who has represented and will re-represent Canada in the International Physics Olympiad. In the arts, Earl Haig continually impresses with downtown plays and film galas. We have an art gallery featuring our work as an exhibit, countless platinum awards at the Kiwanis Music Festival, the annually sold-out dance night, and our spectacular school shows. There was also the talent we look forward to at every soft assembly, multicultural assembly, our junior assemblies, and more. So we had the 3 A's, the athletics, the academics, and the arts. But another important aspect of Earl Haig was the community. This year, we raised $2,000 with Feed a Week to help build a well for a village in Kenya. We collected 1,000 food and clothing items in our annual donation drive. And we raised $13,000 with a United Way through the student body's collectively driven fundraising. There was a moment this year, however, which exemplified Earl Haig's sense of community. After our classmate, Emily Andrew, died of pediatric cancer, her parents brought her procession to Earl Haig so she could visit the school one last time. One would think that being the largest school in Ontario, we'd have to have a lot of rowdy behavior. But in those moments, not a word and not a whisper was spoken. I could not have been more proud of our school for the character, class, and civility we showed then. Emma loved the school, and reciprocally, we loved Emma. Throughout our battle, our school flooded with support, respect, and strength, and the Earl Haig community fountained with humility, dignity, and pride. Now, despite all this decorum, Earl Haig wasn't completely utopian. The library comes to mind. We like to eat there. And I think we all owe the library staff a collective apology for repeatedly trying to sneak in scraps of food after being told not to. But on the bright side, this was the worst offense our civilized school was regularly capable of. So you could argue as a small kind of victory. The library ended up being a very vital place. We spent so much time there as juniors in our classes, learning how to use digital note taker and decoding the differences between .com, .gov, and .org. But it seems that it was only in grade 12 we collectively chose the library as our congregation spot of choice. Like the hero's journey, we ended where we began. On days with an AFCOG test, the library was like a packed bunker, but it can represent more than just our learning. When we were all in the same boat, trying to cram in a 1-hour study session before a test, we chose to come together at the library. Our use of the library signifies how, in an unsure world, we chose to come together because we knew you could go through anything with friends at our sides. In a room full of books, full of knowledge, the most important lesson I was the value of collaboration, because working together works. It worked for us when we topped other schools in competitions. It worked for us when we came together to support a classmate. And it worked for us when we studied for chemistry and vectors in the library. Giving and receiving help, learning from others' experiences, and appreciating all the ways we have contributed to each other's successes is the best way to expedite our learning and to enrich our lives. If you think about it, what we were doing was exactly what books do. When we read our IRPs, we were directly injecting the knowledge and experiences of the authors into our own minds. We were experiencing a life we could not have possibly led and broadened our perspectives as if by a cheat code in a video game. Embracing collaborative work with classmates and enjoying time with friends is exactly that. Learning from the diverse experiences of others, especially at Oral Hay, where student diversity brightened every corner of the school. None of us would be here if it weren't for the help of others. I would now like to thank various people without whose direct help we could not be sitting in this room ready to graduate. First and foremost, to our principal, Ms. Gonzalez, who is graduating alongside us today. Thank you for the incalculable effort and the numerous hours you put in to make Oral Hay thrive. When the TDSP tried to shut down Dragon Boat, you fought as fervently as our captains and staff advisors. When the TDSP tried canceling enrichment programs, you showed your education, your investment in our education clear and helped prevent another disaster there. Your principal cares for his students as much as you do, and we could not have asked for a more brilliant, hardworking, and positive principal to manage our school. To the administrative team, thank you for the hundreds of early mornings and late nights you've devoted to Oral Hay, enabling every early morning rugby practice to every late evening school show rehearsal. You ensured every student could flourish and be appreciated. Thank you to the secretaries and the front office staff who maintain the infrastructure of this massive school. Thank you to the caretakers, without whom the school would have to be shut down after 3 days. Thank you to the teachers who donated your time for our extracurricular involvements and whose passion and mentorship has taught us wisdom beyond the scope of the classroom. You've made our high school journeys infinitely more memorable and productive. Thank you. Thank you to parents who woke us up in the morning to drive us to meetings or who came late to watch us perform. Thank you. Without you, we would be nothing, developmentally, economically, and literally. You sacrificed so much for us to be able to sit in this room and await the next chapter of our lives. Thank you. To my own parents, Mom and Dad, I love you. You've led my life to this point where I can now lead myself into the future. We've all far outgrown the need for an Oral Hay navigation app. each of us could easily optimize our paths from any location to our favorite washrooms in the school. The best washrooms, of course, are unquestionably the second floor English Hall washrooms. And as we head towards work, further education, and other opportunities, we will expand our horizons, forge new paths for our own lives, and undoubtedly discover new favorite washrooms along the way. Oral A has prepared us well for this departure. Whether it be the rich experiences it offered or the formative challenges it provided, Oral A prepared us. But most importantly, Oral A fostered a community where we could make meaningful connections with outstanding friends and form guiding principles like our own navigation apps to lead us into the unknown. Though our dreams may separate us in the future, our memories will always hold us together. Thank you, Armenia.
Michael's gonna stay up with me, okay?